Hello. Okay, it's working. It's working. I totally didn't tell anyone that I was going live. I did not make any post. So let's kind of chill out here for a second and let people jump in. I'm a little bit later than usual, and I apologize. I've just been being kind of lazy. But also I've been recording movies. I've been recording videos to post this weekend. And I'm also looking at my Instagram. What do you do when you get follow requests from complete strangers? See, there's nobody in the live right now, so I can still do this. But if not, if people still don't show up, I'm still going to read for the black moon. You know, I'm still going to read for the black moon because that's happening. The black moon is happening. I have my black moonstone for it. Black moonstone. Hi, Devaya. How are you? How are you? I'm just sitting here. I was just on my phone sitting here, kind of waiting to see if people join this live. I'm later than usual. I'm very much later than usual. I did errands today. So, but yeah, it's going to be a black moon on the 22nd. And interesting, I recorded a reading that I'm going to upload. Well, I've already uploaded it. It's just like unlisted right now. But I'm gonna make it public maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday, maybe tomorrow. But yeah, it's about the black moon. So I really didn't know what this black moon meant. Um, but it's just like a blue moon, only with new moons. So, it's the second new moon in 1 month. So it's a black moon. And then I was reading, obviously, I had to go and search what does this symbolize? What's the meaning? What happens? And basically cycles are ending. I did find some interesting bit of information about the black moon that they occur every 33 cycles. So, every 33 moon cycles, there's two, which is pretty interesting. 33, pretty important number. I mean, I think it's a very beautiful number. And obviously, like three, it's the magic number. So, you've got two of them. But other than that, I don't know why it's such a magical number. But, everybody likes it. Everybody likes it. But it's supposed to be completing cycles, completing especially like dark cycles, you know, which is fantastic. I love hearing that completing darkness, getting out of that. So it's a time where everything is coming to completion, especially like dark cycles are coming to an end. They're completing, and it's making the ground fertile for planting new seeds. So it's a time for planting new seeds, which that seems legit. That sounds fun. So, you know, we gotta find out what kind of seeds we want to plant. Do we have them? Do we need to go to Walmart? Tractor Supply. But yeah. Yeah, no. So, I'm definitely gonna read for Aquarius on the black moon. Um, and I'm just kind of, you know, straightening out these cards, getting them all straightened out. But you know what? I want to use because I have the Black Moon astrology cards, which hello, that's like the most perfect kind to be using, you know, Black Moon. So let's see. For Aquarius, it's also going to be, uh, it's going to be Virgo season, just it's coming up. It's the last month of summer, which is just blows my mind. Time goes by so fast. It seems like time goes so fast. But yeah, let's see what can I tell everybody that's here right now? Black Moon Tarot cards. What can I tell everyone about this Black Moon coming up? I've had these cards for a long time and never I never used them. I haven't used them until very recently and I kind of like them. I don't know why I didn't start it sooner. So, air element, air element, and I'm pretty sure that says communicating. I kind of had a incorrect emphasis on the syllables there. Communicating 39. So okay, so that's going to be 4. So 39, 3 plus 9, that's going to, oh, I'm sorry, it's going to be 3. I said threes in the beginning of this. So 3 plus 9, that's going to be 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3. 3. Okay, and on the bottom of the deck with this is earth element stability. So communicating stability. Communicating stability. Okay, so dark cycles ending, communicating stability. Let me just see what this says. I mean, communicating, that seems kind of like obvious. Okay, all action results from thought. So is thoughts that matter. Okay. Think it over first. Put some mental effort into it before you talk your talk into action. Okay, let me read that one more time. Maybe I need to take a moment. Think it over first. Put some mental effort into it before you put your talk into action. Be logical. Sort it out. The air element is about being objective and becoming mentally inspired. When we think of air, we think of clouds and sky and what connects us to the beyond. Air is all about lofty thinkings and broad-minded and expansive. Okay, air sign people, Geminis, Librans, and Aquarians sometimes come off as a little cool and detached. They weigh everything, mull the situation over, decide what they think, and then process what they feel. I mean, that's very accurate. Air also reminds us of flight, and flights of the mind are what the air element rules over. Okay, so if dark cycles are coming to an end, interesting though, I mentioned the 33 because this black moon is gonna come every 33 cycles. This adds up to 3. There's gonna be fertile ground for planting new seeds of the next cycles that are going to start taking shape and playing out in our lives. And this is talking about communicating our ideas. So, hi, Yodi Spines. How are you? Welcome. This is saying though to think it out first. So maybe we need to maybe we need to brainstorm the seeds that we're going to be planting. Maybe we need to brainstorm or draw out the garden of our life that we are going to be creating. Because I the readings that I have done in the past 2 days, I've uploaded them. They're just, I like I like for y'all to have something on the weekend whenever I'm at work. So I'm gonna make those public this weekend, but there is this really massive emphasis on good. I'm glad you're doing good. There is this very big emphasis on a thing things, cycles ending, and good things coming, because Aquarius, it's like we just had to make it through a bad cycle before the universe could. I mean, it's a lot more than that, but there is a big emphasis on things ending and the new coming. And the new that's coming is very beautiful. It is very exciting. It's what Aquarius has been trying to achieve probably their whole entire life. There's one really key thing that keeps coming up: love, unconditional love. Unconditional love. That is a really big thing that seems to be crossing Aquarius's energy with all of these shifts and with these cycles, because the dark cycles, obviously hurt Aquarius tremendously. And I feel like it's trying the love, the Ace of Cups card, which keeps popping up as in a crossing fashion. It's like that pure unconditional love that's never been hurt before, that Aquarius was before they were hurt. Like getting back to that kind of love. That kind of love is really what the universe is wanting to awaken in Aquarius, wanting Aquarius to be conscious of trying to bring to the forefront. Okay. Those governed by air signs are mentally inclined and tend to distance the emotions. Air can represent overthinking and distancing the heart and emotions with abstractions and mental puzzles. But this works well when things need to be sorted out and clarified. Air also represents clear seeing in all capacities, so can signify clairvoyant abilities as well as seeing things for what they truly are without emotions involved. Okay, so when the air element presents itself in a reading, it is time to put into words what you want, what you desire, and what you expect. Okay, the good news is some issues you've been working on at the current time and possibly from the past are now being resolved. Literally what I've been saying. I love this. You are able to face them without pretense, but most importantly, with honesty. Air is all about being quick on your toes, how curious you are, and how ingenious. Air also gives us the power supply of our energies in diverse ways. It's all about being spontaneous in the moment and landing on your feet. And where you were able to approach things with precision and sharpness, there is also freedom now to take a new path. Air signs look young, so this card is all about feeling young and looking at things anew. Okay. Okay. So, so that was the Black Moon tarot card for the Black Moon for Aquarius. Oh, hello, Alexander. How are you? Oh, I love you, Hattie Beans. Let's see, Devia. I'm planning to go back to a place to end an old cycle and get ready for something different. I mean, I kind of love that. Hi, how are you? Hi. Hattie wants to go. She's like, I want to go. Good. I'm glad it is. The vibe is, well, we're talking about this Black Moon that's coming up on the 22nd. So it happens every 33 cycles. Number 3, 333. 3 is a good number. I don't know a whole lot about numerology to really. I just know that it's the triangle, it's the trine. It's also like fundamentally like a man and a woman come together to make a baby, so they've like created new life, which is like the ultimate form of survival. Um, it's also like a really good Blind Melon song. Let's see. Help some people, smoke some good cannabis with a beautiful soul, releasing all the negative. Yeah, I love that. I love that. So, Hattie went straight from my Black Moonstone. She's going to play soccer with it. I really hope that she doesn't end the live. No, 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 no. just don't even, just stay over here with me. Just stay over here with me. She has all the beans, all the toe beans. So she's like, I can type. I can type. I don't know what you're tripping about, Mom. I can type. I love her. But yeah, we're talking about how this old cycle, these dark old cycles are coming to an end. They're closing. And so it's providing a brand new plot of land, so to speak, for us to plant the seeds for what we want, the new things that we want, you know? And the Black Moon card, air, communicating. And it basically spoke about how we're thinking of everything. We can think of everything that we want. And once we think of it, we can speak it into existence. But we need to pay very close attention to what we're thinking, because once we start speaking it, it's going to come true. So we want to make sure that we say exactly what we want. And then I also just kind of threw it out there that the universe is really wanting Aquarius to love, to get back to how they were loving before they were ever hurt. And not to just be saying like Aquarius is the best at everything, because Aquarius is the best at everything, but Aquarius, before I was ever hurt, I know me personally, I felt like I loved more than anybody in the world. I know I did. And not just for like one person or just for my children. Like people I would just meet randomly. Like my mom used to give me a really hard time and get frustrated with me because I was super sensitive. And I would just meet people and like care and cry, you know. Looking back now, I was just probably like in the middle of a really traumatic childhood as well. But there is a certain kind of love that Aquarius has kind of blocked, has protected, has not let come out since they've been hurt. And the universe, I feel like the universe is really wanting Aquarius to bring that part of themselves out, you know, and have faith that it's going to be good. And then I really do feel like the universe wants to reward Aquarius with it being good as well. That moonstone is really loud. It's really loud, Hattie Beans. Honey. Well, you know, I think that after this black moon, maybe we're all going to feel a little bit of relief, a little bit of release. You know, she always puts her butt in my face. Hi, honey. Hi, baby. It's also really hard, too, to go back to that kind of loving because you want to protect yourself. You know? Yeah, let's not do that, honey. I saw that. She was like thinking she's just going to eat that whole rock. No. I put it in a planter. She can't see it now. She thinks I have it, and I don't. Let's see. Hattie Beans, we're going to choose some cards, okay? We're going to choose some cards, okay? Ooh, I see. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. So the 22nd, the night of the 22nd, that is the black moon. We're also going to be going into Virgo season. And I said a few things about Virgo season when I very first started this live, but They're kind of like perfectionists, very much attention to detail. And then the Black Moon card, air sign, communicating, basically coming up with in your mind exactly what you want to happen, exactly how you want it to happen, and then speaking it into existence. So, I mean, I think I'm probably going to come up with my own personal list of what I want, all of the ways that I want to grow, and all of the beautiful love and success that I want to experience. And then I'm probably going to go and like read it outside to the moon, on that night. And then I'll probably read it again the next night. But there's a lot of power there. So, like, really trying to keep ourselves, get Aquarius, get yourself into the very best vibe, and then staying in the very best vibe, you know? Because that's what we want to manifest. That's what we want to start. Those are the seeds that we want to start, right? The best vibes. That's how they show love. How beautiful, strange animals they are. Kind of funny that that's what people who say they love you do. Oh, it literally sounded like um it sounded like a cat just jumped onto the wall and was just like sliding down the wall. It was kind of a scary sound. Like as far as the destruction is what it sounded like. But all the walls are still intact, so we're good. We're good. Let's see. Let's see. So going off of the Black Moon astrology cards, also on the bottom of the deck for the Black Moon astrology cards was earth sign and stability. So kind of like communicating stability. Communicating stability. But let's go. Black Moon. The Black Moon astrology cards for Black Moon, air sign. Ugh, I love it. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy, but guaranteed gifts of abundance. And then right here, the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Um, and then the Four of Wands upright is behind that. Okay, so communicating again, stability, communicating this like earth sign, earthly abundance, pentacles. Okay, it's not all about the money, but the money is really important because everything is expensive. You know, everything is expensive. And actually, Aquarius does a lot of work and they should be paid what they're worth. Okay. So that means that Aquarius is the humanitarian of the zodiac, so I'm sure Aquarius is like no stranger to charity. And I want to do this because I want to help you out. You've asked me for help. I love helping. There we go. And that's going to stay the same. That's going to stay the same. But there's an opportunity for Aquarius. It looks kind of like Aquarius is going to be meeting this Queen of Pentacles. And she's going to be giving Aquarius this opportunity to really generate the coins, really generate the coins that they want. And even not just immediately, not just like getting money pretty quick right now, in this pay period. Like this is generating money that's going to keep coming back, like residual income. It's just going to keep coming back to Aquarius at a set time, a set date, all year long. In all of the years. That's the kind of energy of the Knight of Pentacles. So again, communicating the plans. Okay. Oy, okay, so I see the 7 of swords, and, that's never my favorite. That's never my favorite card. Beneath it is the temperance card, so that's Sagittarius energy, which is like December energy. It could be a person that is Sagittarius, fire sign energy, but then we have this card, the 3 of cups. Now, my initial my initial feeling when I see that is Aquarius, 2 other people celebrating, having a good time. We're getting very close to the holidays, so parties are probably gonna become kind of standard. I see this pumpkin right here. There's a pumpkin, that's a pumpkin. Okay, so it just Halloween vibes kind of a little bit, fall vibes. Maybe no matter how excited you get and no matter how much you think that you're hanging out with all of the best buds, give them the love. Give them the love. Give them that vibe. Be that vibe. But just be careful of what you say to everyone. Just be careful of what you say because it kind of is telling me that there might be some kind of a get together, possibly at your house. There's a person that you've never met before. There's a person who's new, and possibly you're going to be communicating and excited about like what's going on currently in your life. And maybe this friend, because there's going to be Aquarius, a friend, and like someone else. Just kind of be careful what you say in front of people who are new. Okay. Strength. I love that pretty lion. Love that pretty lion. Okay, Leo energy. Clarify the 7 of swords. Son of pentacles. Okay. And okay, the 2 of swords and the 8 of swords. That is the 8 of swords. Yeah, that's the 8 of swords. Okay, so lots of swords. Lots of anxiety. It kind of fell out sideways. I really do feel like there's possibly gonna be a person that like what I just said. It's giving someone is not gonna have the most genuine of feelings like you and like your friends. I feel like this is kind of like a new person who's coming into the picture and you just be careful with what you say, especially who you say it around. Because it really kind of seems like there's somebody who's gonna come in. And maybe they're not coming in completely just solely to with the energy and the objective to steal, but they may see an easy way to get away with something after they hear what you're talking about. And Aquarius has gotten Aquarius has gotten so far, so far in life and completing dark cycles and just now beginning new cycles again with the kind of power that these new cycles have for success, for gain, for growth, for joy, for happiness. Yeah, this is not something that you could like gamble with. And it's most definitely something that's going to look really really appealing to other people. So, Jupiter Jazz, hi. Right? So Jupiter says, sometimes I look at the moon and feel this wave of awe when I realize it's been watching the world since the beginning. And I'm sure I've gazed at it in other lifetimes and felt the same wonder. I like that. That's epic. That's poetic. That's very poetic. I've always looked at the stars and the moon and just like known like that I'm like supposed to go there. I've always been like, that's where we come from. That's where we come from. And it's true. It is. It is where we come from. Let's see. What can I say? What can I say? I think what I'll do is I think I will get a card for each person that's in here because I don't think I did that in my last live. So let's start with Devaya. She was here first. First come, first serve. We'll go Devaya. Let's see. What do we need to tell Devaya about this black moon coming up very shortly on the 22nd? What do we need to tell Devaya? What do we need to tell Devaya? I'm seeing some really pretty cards. Some really pretty cards. Okay, the Hermit reversed and the King of Wands reversed. I'm going to get like 2 more cards. Okay. So I don't know. Okay, the Hermit reversed, I do know. That's what it tells me. It's Virgo energy. And then the 3 of Pentacles was kind of like crossing right here. And we have the Tower reversed. So and the King of Wands reversed also. I feel like the energy is either A, you're going to be taking the steps to close the cycle. So you will be able to kind of like come out of your shell. You will be able to feel confident in yourself and in your life. And like you will feel not even just confident, but the want to go out and experience new things, the want to go out and possibly talk to new people and learn a new skill. It looks just from the cards like there was like possibly this like fire sign male in the past who kind of tore everything down. Possibly he was like, just really flirty with a lot of other people. Um and that's closing. That's closing. And you're going to actually want to get out. Like, I feel like being a hermit is one part depression, probably. It's also healing, another couple parts healing. And then after a certain amount of time, and after such a devastation, it becomes a bit like protection and a safety place and a comfortable place. And um, not really wanting to get out of that space that that exists where you are the one in charge of your life, where you are making all of your decisions for you, paying your bills, feeding yourself. You're not really dependent on anyone else in any form. But there is a closing out of a cycle and closing out of that to where you are going to feel inspired and you are going to want to get out and do other things. You're going to want to get out. So that's good. That's good. That's exciting. That's exciting. Okay, so Yodi. Let's see. Yodi's finds. Yodi's finds. I always imagine that Yodi's finds is always has sunglasses on because the emoji has sunglasses on. And then I just imagine that there's just like in this like really like inside of like a house or a building, and they're just completely surrounded by all kinds of different like treasure, like actual treasure, eBay treasure, like rare things from like the 1990s, all these different things, metal detectors as well. That's You're welcome, Devaya. That's how I imagine Yodi's finds in my mind. Okay. Yodi's finds. What do we need to tell Yodi's finds? What do we need to tell them about this black moon? What do we need to tell Yodi's finds about this black moon? Okay, King of Cups, okay, and the 10 of Pentacles kind of sideways. So father figure energy here. on the bottom of the deck. That is like legacy, inheritance kind of energy. I'm going to get a couple more cards. Okay, Knight of Swords sideways. Okay. Okay. Okay, so hi, Hattie Beans. So it's kind of really telling me there's like this father figure energy that possibly kind of left a family. Left a family, is not in the family. I feel like it's kind of affected the finances of a family. This could be like where you kind of come from. This could be like your dad. Something happened to like the legacy part, the security part. And also, I'm getting like there's maybe some words that were communicated that were not nice, possibly not true, communicated to a lot of people. Um, and I most definitely yeah, there's definitely words and, like, rumors possibly that are communicated around this castle, this family, and the security part. It's like someone can't pass down what they were supposed to pass down. They're supposed to like, generational wealth type energy. And the Knight of Swords being sideways is kind of like the words that were communicated were not true. And also the Page of Cups reversed. Okay, so nobody has ever apologized for it, which sucks. Maybe either you have not found a way to be able to apologize or forgive this situation, and possibly you may not be able to forgive someone because of what they did and they still haven't even apologized, and it looks like they may not ever apologize, but judgment, judgment. Okay, so most definitely making a serious decision in regards to that situation, which very much gives me like closure vibes. And it also just looks like the flag that they're flying all over the UK right now. That's what it reminds me of. So I'm getting closure energy. Closure energy. Okay. And that's always good. That's always good. Now let's see. Alexander. Alexander. Aquarius Emperor. Aquarius Emperor. Aquarius Emperor has a channel on YouTube, guys. I subscribed. I highly encourage everyone here to go and subscribe to Aquarius Emperor's channel, and let's give him a little bit of love and support. Because we want to support each other in all the ways that we can. So, Aquarius Emperor and the Black Moon. Aquarius Emperor and the Black Moon. See good cards. Keep seeing good cards. Oh, nice. Okay. Six of Pentacles. This is nice. This is nice. Six of Pentacles, a balancing of a contract, a fair contract. So I kind of get like this is some kind of a new contract that's coming up. And then there's this on the bottom of the deck. So there's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of fighting that's been going on. Possibly like at the source of it is possibly like an earth sign female, a woman who owns like a business. The situation where there is so much chaos and there is so much fighting and there is every man for themselves, possibly even dangerous, like physically dangerous. There's a balancing coming in. There's a new contract that's coming in that's going to trump this, at least for you. Okay. It may not, I can't speak for everybody else in the room because there are a lot of people that are kind of chaotic and fighting. But just for you, it's going to be good. There's going to be something is going to be made right with you, for you. Three of Wands, and then the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy, but like really, okay, it kind of looks like somebody might be falling in love. It's a possibility. Um, it kinda does look like that. It kinda looks like somebody is maybe gonna there's the Knight of Cups behind the Knight of Wands, that's like someone wanting to take someone out on a date and being incredibly passionate and romantic, adventurous, trying to impress, kind of like trying to impress energy. So that's coming up for you, Alexander. So, maybe in the next couple of days, you're going to make this contract and then you're going to go someplace to celebrate. I don't know. With this Queen of Pentacles, you're going to celebrate the new contract that y'all have like made together, and you're going to possibly meet someone else who you greatly enjoy and want to take out, or who wants to take you out. They could just be very much in love with the plan, with your contract. They could just be very in love with the contract. And it could just symbolize where the person that you're making this contract with and you are so greatly aligned with your parts that you're playing in this contract. It could be that too. But I kind of got a little bit more than just that. Okay. So Jupiter Jazz. Jupiter Jazz. Jupiter Jazz. What do we need to tell Jupiter Jazz about this black moon? What do we need to tell Jupiter Jazz about this black moon? What do we need to tell Jupiter Jazz about this black moon? Everyone that I've done has fallen out face down. Nothing has fallen out upright, which is interesting to me. The Empress reversed and the Ace of Wands. Okay, so you need to take some serious action. You need to take some serious action on yourself. On yourself. Kind of like it's kind of giving like you've had a lot going on, you have a lot of anxiety, you have a lot of responsibilities. You've always maybe had all of these responsibilities and you've always been the one that's just going and doing, taking care of business. And it's also kind of giving like you might actually realize in your mind, like, wow, I kind of want to do something fun. Like, why couldn't I have been born like a trust fund baby or something? That kind of energy where you're really okay with doing the work and almost like you're proud that you can do all of this work, but you have possibly been having this feeling lately, like torn between doing all the work and then also kind of feeling like I deserve a break and I deserve somebody to do things for me, to work and help me. And that's you're trying to decide something. There's most definitely someone who's asking you to make some kind of a decision. It may just be like your inner self, your inner child possibly asking you to make a decision that's going to make life a little bit easier for yourself, possibly even just debating on like a vacation or like a spa trip. But you need to take action and you need to take the action that makes less work for you. Less work for you. Okay? Okay. Oh, just King of Cups with the 5 of Pentacles. This is father figure energy. He's upright. He's upright. Is he put out? The Devil card is behind him. Okay. So, I'm not going to try to read too much into his story because I don't feel like that is yourself personally, but it looks like this person, it looks like there is like some kind of a father figure, water sign male who might be kind of like a cast out, like giving black sheep energy, like they have an incredible amount of love. They're just not there. They're not there. And maybe you're spending a lot of time trying to help them and you're spending a lot of energy trying to help them. And I'm going to say that this is the universe asking you to please stop for a little bit. Please stop for a little bit and give that help to yourself. Okay. Aw, I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm glad. Take care of you. Take care of you. Even if you just say it for like a couple of days, because it may be really hard to say that you're just going to stop doing something forever. It may not be, you know, it may not be really hard to decide that, but at least for a little bit. Okay. So I'm so happy that we're all here and we're all so cool and nice to each other and caring. I love this. This is good. Um, it's gonna be Virgo season too, guys. I'm kind of Do y'all attract a lot of Virgos in your life? Do you? I attract a lot of Virgos in my life. It is, Alexander. The vibe is always beautiful here. I love that. That's that's because of all of us together. That's how I want it. That's how I want it to stay. Taurus and Leos. Okay. The Leo kind of makes sense, you know, polar opposite sign of Aquarius and Cancer. I guess I kind of attract a fair amount of Cancers too. Um, I always like to think that I have a pretty good read on people. Oh, I believe you. I believe you completely, Jupiter Jazz, on that. um, Virgos are so attention to detail, so detail oriented. Um, Perfectionist a little bit, you know, and sometimes I make a lot of mistakes. So I'm kind of like, hope I don't stress you out because I probably will. But then the cancers that I meet, well, some have been incredibly, incredibly open. Well, I don't want to say that. They're not off like right off the bat open, but some have been incredibly like perceptive of me and accepting of me, having a lot of intuitions about them. And then some, I'm like, I know my intuition is right, but they just like don't want me to know that about them. So they get almost like defensively mean to me, like, no, it's not. Oh, yeah, women are strange creatures for sure. They seem to have to be with me until they are with me, then I see through them, and then they feel they need to trap me or destroy me slowly. Well, that's awful. That's awful. That is like, an archetype for a certain type of woman that exists most likely because of her circumstances in her childhood and how life has been to her, and she's probably morphed into feeling that she needs to be that way because there's probably a lot of trauma that's not healed. And that's like one of the archetypes for just human beings that I really hope that all of my healing and all of my communicating can actually kind of help other people see that and that it's possible to heal yourself, you know? The life of Aquarius. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. I'm excited. Um, I'm very excited. I'm very excited for all of this dark cycle to end and the new seeds, you know, thinking it through, thinking it through, and then speaking it into existence. So, our words are going to be the seeds of planting this new future for Aquarius, this next brand new cycle for Aquarius. And I pre recorded a Black Moon um, video, like energy video, and that's uploaded. I'll probably make it public tomorrow. But I talked a lot more about all of Aquarius's challenges, all of the pain and all of the times that Aquarius has brought themselves selves back basically from the dead and thought, okay, this is the time I'm going to have my massive success. And then it seems like there's something still kind of getting in the way a little bit, something still happens and it's just like it just doesn't get right there. You really can like taste it, you're kind of like, you can see it, you can smell it, but it just doesn't happen. I'm just reading the comments now. Thank you so much, Jupiter Jazz. I really do hope that I'm incredibly helpful. You know what? You just put it into words what I think the universe is wanting for Aquarius to accomplish. There is a certain there is a certain kind of healing that only happens relationally, and you're ready for that. That's amazing. I think that you're ready for it too because you're aware of it. For a long time, I was just like, I'm going to just be by myself with my cats for the rest of my life. That's fine. I'm a nun. I mean, it's very simple. It's a very easy way out in my opinion, but I feel like the universe wants us to actually get out there, you know. It's not saying that the universe wants us to be married. It's not quite serious like that, but the universe wants us to be out there, you know, letting our love light shine. Well, so I have kind of a theory about that, Alexander. The times that Aquarius has been hurt, all of the challenges that Aquarius has had to go through, and also while it's like correlating to the lack of reaching said goal or success, personal success. I think it's because Aquarius, obviously, humanitarian of the zodiac. So they always want to help people, Some are a bit more shrewd than others, but Aquarius truly does want to help people. So Aquarius is most likely going to be, I will help you even if there's nothing for me in return, just helping you. But you know what? We deserve more and we are worth more. And I think that if the universe had set up our success that we're about to realize, that we are about to experience anytime previously, I think we would have let too many of the wrong people in and they would have kind of like siphoned our success from us, The universe couldn't just like hand us all of the success that we deserve and that is ours because we would have let the wrong people run away with it because we're nice. You know what, Devaya? You are so right. Aquarius is quite an idealist. Oh my gosh. Yes. You are so right. It is easier to be alone, but we do need a community. You're exactly right, Devaya. We do. But it is easier to be alone, but, for so many people that I meet that are not in this chat right now, a lot of people can't be alone, and that's kind of like that's one of their things that they need to work out. Like, they just can't be alone, so they will allow toxic people in their lives and just be around them, even in their own home. They'll do things that they don't even enjoy just so that they cannot be alone. You've taken the easy route for a long while now. Yodi spines. I don't know if I've taken an easy route. I don't think no. I can't say that. Nothing has been easy. Nothing has been easy. When I was 4, I think things were easy. I just was digging in the dirt with my cousins, like, my parents hadn't divorced yet. I saw my grandparents on a regular basis, like, my mom and my dad were in the same home. I didn't ha everything was pretty amazing and good when I was 4. Um, but the rest of it, none of it's been easy. Having babies, that was easy for me. Labor was very, very fast. Nothing but coals and bare feet here, yeah, you know? But that goes what does that teach you? What does that teach you, like, mind over matter? Is that why they do the running across the hot coals? To teach you that, like, you can do whatever you want if you tell your mind you can do it? Well, you is that what that is? I made a lot of mistakes, Alexander, actually, but, I mean, definitely when they were, like definitely when they were babies, I think I was an amazing mom, but got into their own ideas once they got into their own ideas and their ideas possibly clashed with mine, and then also, I struggled with I struggled with addiction and depression. So, no, I made a lot of mistakes. I never lied to them about it. I always told them exactly what I was doing and the mistakes. Like when I did make them, I told them exactly what the mistake was. Um, just because my experience from whenever I was a child, like my mom always was making me feel like I was this horrible, horrible human being when I was really just a child and scared and abused. And she made me think that she was, like, perfect, Like, they all just were like, "We're perfect people, we're perfect adults," and, they were not. So, I really didn't ever want my daughters to be thinking that I wanted them to know I messed up. I wanted them to know I had a lot of mistakes, exactly the mistakes that I made, why. There was most definitely communications that I had with them, when they were fairly young. And, I mean, it was probably, like, too much for me to possibly say, but now that they're adults and I see them, I kinda think maybe I did some good because I think they saw me take a couple like, a party path, drinking path, drugs, all kinds of things. I think that they saw me take that, and then they were like, "Well, I don't wanna do that because we saw how it affected mom." And I mean, they're amazing now. I mean, they were amazing kids too, but they're just like the coolest adults for real. So cool. They make they make so many good decisions and they work so hard to make their lives happen. They're just so cool. And they're so sweet. They're so loving. And they still love each other, They live together. They're roommates. Okay. No one is perfect, Miss Andrea. I made plenty, but at least they know we love them unconditionally. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Um, and we are still here and thriving. You are so strong. I would love to sit and chat with you one day. I would like that too. I think eventually we will have an Aquarius convention somewhere. It's probably going to need to be in a place like Roswell, New Mexico, or Area 51. It needs to be someplace alien related for Aquarius. But I would love to sit and chat with you too. I'd love for us all to get to sit down and just chat, drink coffee or whatever, matcha. I love matcha. Every parent makes mistakes. It's okay. But if every parent had the self awareness that they want to do better than their parents, like you did, we'd have a far better world. Jupiter Jazz, yeah, yeah. I knew most definitely I wanted to do better than my mom. I still know that. I still know that. You know what though, also, one thing that was really hard and I think probably a lot of parents have a hard time with is, admitting that they make mistakes, and I don't know if that's, like, an ego thing or if it's, like, a pride thing. Because 'cause I'm only me. I know it was really hard for me to admit any of the mistakes, let alone all of the mistakes that I made to the people I had to admit that to, but ultimately I loved my daughters more than anything, so I did what I thought was the best thing to do. You wanna be a mom, Jupiter Jazz? I want you to be a mom. You will be a mom. You will be a mom. You'll be an amazing mom, and it can all I was thinking today how this is the year of the snake, and I don't know how old you are, Jupiter Jazz, or anything like that, so I don't know what your time frame is, but your life like, life can just change so incredibly and so drastically in such a short amount of time, you know? And this has been the year of the snake, and the snake is all about transformation. So that's gonna be like transformation of completely transforming, taking one thing and completely shedding its skin, taking it apart, molding it in somehow, and then turning it into something completely different and brand new, like renewing itself. And I have experienced a lot of massive changes this year, even the year before last, and it wasn't even the year of the snake, but I think that there's phenomenal change that's going on. And I think that it's, like, the necessary change. I change is difficult, for most people. You know, humans, like, we're creatures of habit, so when we have to do something different, it's kinda like, "Oh." Sometimes it can be really exciting, and some people have a really good attitude about it, and they can turn it into, like, an adventure, and, it becomes a good thing, and it's always great if you can have that personality. I can tell you right now, I'm not always the greatest for change. Sometimes I am just like, "Man, man, I know how to do it the other way." Christine Brown, hi. Welcome. Welcome into the discussion. We're having fun. We're talking. We're talking about all kinds of stuff. But Jupiter Jazz, my point is everything can change so quickly, you know, for good, for good. And I think that, well, I know you'll be an amazing mom. I could ask the cards how many babies you're gonna have, but I'm not gonna do that. I did cards for my coworker, probably like 3 months ago, 3 months ago. And I remember telling her, I was like, "Well, it kinda looks like you might have a baby." And she was like, "Well, I can't be pregnant if I don't have sex." And guess what? She is, like, 3 months pregnant. It's like, "I told you." Oh, hello. Okay, so Christine Brown, and then a new person? A new person! Okay. Who is the new person? Guess who's back? I like Guess Who's Back, and I just keep playing Eminem in my head. I mean, really? Eminem? You got it. Aw, Alexander, that's so sweet of you. I don't know if I could actually be I don't know if I could actually be an angel. Mm-mm. I don't think I could. But I can definitely be, like, an advice giver. I can definitely do that. Aw, Jupiter Jazz, thank you. Thank y'all so much. Let's see what let's get a card for Christine and for a new person. Let's do that, okay? Because that's what we did for everybody else. So, let's see. Hello, hello, hello. Earth Angel Enterprises. I like that. What do I need to tell Christine? What do I need to tell Christine about the black moon that's coming up? What do I need to tell Christine about the black moon that's coming up? What do I need to tell Christine about the black moon that's coming up? Okay. So the Son of Pentacles reversed on the bottom of the deck, the Lovers, and the Ten of Cups reversed. Okay. Okay, so Christine, this is what I need to tell you. Um, let me just think about this for just a second, how the words are going to actually come out of my mouth. Because the Lovers is upright, and so that's really beautiful energy. That is like soulmate energy. That is like someone you love, someone that you don't doubt that you love energy. And then the 10 of cups reversed is just kind of like you're having a hard time getting it to that like happily forever ever after state. You're like having a hard time getting it to that end point, that end goal. And it looks like somebody, I don't know, when I see the Son of Pentacles reversed, it kind of makes me think that somebody's a little bit concerned with money. Like maybe there's not enough money. Now I just got a bunch of cards. That's too many cards. I wanted to do one card. Tell me about this. Tell me about this black moon for Christine. Okay. Knight of Pentacles and Strength. Okay. So I really do feel like there's definitely like a loss with love. There is some kind of grief. There's some kind of sadness. There's some kind of loss, some kind of thing that gave you a lot of anxiety. Maybe you may like, it could be we have the Three of Wands here. So that's like three people together, but kind of like, ugh, a thing that happened with love that was pretty dark. It was not fun. And you've got this brand new hopeful energy of love. So the black moon is energy that it's a time when the cycles are closing out, and clearing the pasture, so to speak, so that you can plant new seeds for the cycle that you want to grow, that you want to sow, the things that you want to bring in. Okay. So all I'm going to tell you when I see this is whatever didn't work out in the past, for whatever reason it didn't work out in the past, um, the universe is going to really try to close out any cycles, anything that's dark that has to do with that, so you can start fresh and brand new. And also, I mean, it kind of feels like you're going to like meet your soulmate, whereas possibly you thought you had your soulmate and then things possibly fell apart. Um, Maybe someone was like at school or at work, met someone else. Either way, the thing from the past, the thing that is dark, the thing that gave you nightmares, the thing that gave you anxieties, the thing that really kind of tore you apart mentally, let those things go because that cycle is going to be ending. And I see the lovers upright. I also see this card right here, strength card. That is divine strength, divine grace, being able to tame a lion and not even break a sweat. It's beautiful. It's very beautiful energy. And then also try not to be so concerned about the money and if it's coming too, because the Knight of Pentacles is most definitely it's coming, okay? It may not be as fast as a lottery ticket, but it's going to come, okay? So all of the anxieties, all of the hurt, all of the loss, that's all going to be closing out for this black moon. So plant your seeds of who you think your soulmate is, like, and see if when you meet your soulmate, if you're right, because it really looks like you're going to be meeting your soulmate. God bless you too, Christine. Oh my gosh, in a three-person situation. I was okay. Yeah. The cards were kind of telling me that, but there is this right here, Knight of Pentacles. Okay. It's not going to happen overnight, but it is absolutely guaranteed. It is steadfast. It is true. It's going to come to you. Okay. It really looks like some kind of a payout, like an insurance payment. It's not really a paycheck because those are expected. This is something that's coming and maybe you don't even realize that it's coming. It's not coming next week, but something else might come next week. I don't know exactly how concerned you are with money. We could actually read for next week, but there's a lot of things changing with energies this weekend with this black moon and also going from Leo to Virgo, going from summer to fall. I think possibly the biggest message that I am trying to communicate to everybody on this channel, at least for this weekend, is keep your vibe as high as possible. And what we speak is what's going to happen. So really think it through what you want to happen. All of a whole cycle of darkness is closing. Okay. What seeds of the next cycle do you want? Do you want to plant? What do you want? Write it out. Speak it out loud. Okay. Yes, Alexander, manifest it, become it, peace and abundance. Okay. But for real, like we're really going to speak it because there's just something ultra powerful about our words this weekend, especially, is it Friday night? Yeah, Friday night. A new person, Miss Andrea here has shown the world her progress without saying a word. She used to read from her car to inside the store to now what appears to be a studio penthouse in Aruba. I love that. A purpose-driven life. Yeah. Is it a what's interesting? I have not known what my purpose is for 44 years. Just like, well, I guess my purpose is to keep overcoming challenges. But then just this year, I've realized maybe I can help people. Maybe I can tell people all of my struggles and all of my problems and all of my mistakes and what I did to fix it. Maybe I can help other people. Thank you, a new person. Thank you a lot. That makes me really happy. Really, really happy. Aruba sounds like it would be very nice. I'm not there yet, but it does sound very nice. We're all going to be doing this. We're all going to be helping. Okay? We're all going to be helping. Let's see. What can I tell a new person? What can I tell a new person about this black moon? What can I tell a new person about this black moon? What can I tell a new person about this black moon? Temperance, nice. 3 of Wands reversed. So some kind of plan with 3 people fell apart. It didn't work. I don't know, business venture, possibly. It kind of looks like business venture though. Is the Queen of Pentacles reversed. It's like, I don't know, there's some kind of boss woman who backed out. But I can tell you that temperance is being brought to this situation. And maybe something really special is going to be happening in December. Like maybe you're going to start to really see the fruits of that in December. But the divine is watching over you, okay? And everything is going to be made right. It's the ambulance. Can y'all hear the sirens? Okay. Thank you, Fabo. Thank you. Welcome. Theory of everything. Oh, it's so hard to finish. My boss is so mean at work, making me do everything for her with no reward. Well, that's lame. That's lame. It's all going to be ending. It's time for Aquarius to be in charge. It's time for not just Aquarius to be in charge. It's time for everyone to be in charge. But I feel like a lot of people are not as aware of their own power and how they can create their own reality quite like Aquarius is aware of it right now. So, big things are happening. Big things are changing. And we still have like 3 months left, 4 months left in this year. Um, I'm sorry, theory of everything. I'm hoping that you don't still have this boss. I'm hoping you have a different place to work, possibly even your own place. Future. Future. What do I need to tell Fabo? 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 Okay. Fabo, 4 of Cups and the Hermit reversed. Okay. I want another card. I want another card. King of Cups, upright. 4 of Cups. And then the Hermit reversed, okay? So I don't know who this King of Cups character is for you, Fabo, but he's father figure energy. Um, Compassionate, kind, loving father figure energy. It very much looks like I kind of feel like this is something that might have been like missing for you. And also, what I mostly get from these cards is you have the answers for yourself inside of yourself for everything that you could ever want to know or how you could ever want to heal yourself. But you possibly are not giving yourself enough credit. You're maybe not listening to yourself enough. You are not. I'm sorry, I randomly found you doing this. You're like a secret. I mean, kind of. But back to Fabo. I apologize. I got distracted reading the comments in the middle of my explanation for you of these cards. But mostly what it boils down to is, Fabo, you need to listen to yourself. You need to trust yourself and you need to listen to yourself. This father figure is like a really important person. I don't know if it's because you miss this person or if they are just so influential like in your life currently, or if this is like an energy that you possibly strive to be like. But it's this feeling of kind of like boredom and discontent um in life, just in life, kind of period. And you need to ask yourself exactly what you want more. You need to pay really close attention to what you want in this life and not what anybody else wants for you or thinks you should do. Really, a new person, you have saved my life, and we have never ever met. That I know of. And this was many, many years ago. I mean, this is all really exciting. I'm glad that I've saved your life. I don't know how, but you know what? I mean, kind of like we could say that this channel saved my life too. So that would mean that everybody is here and everybody that's been with me, watching me, supporting me for all of these years has saved my life too. Because I mean, if I wasn't talking on this channel when I lived in my car, especially, I wasn't talking to anyone. No, 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 there's nobody. I mean, I would communicate with my daughters, but I did not tell them I lived in my car. I did not tell them anything that would make them worry about me. No. Thank you so much, Fabo. Thank you. Bless you too. Bless every single one of us here. We are blessings and we are blessed. I know this much. Oh, I love it. Sim Shakar. Good morning. I'm sorry. It's not good morning. Good evening. Oh, it's okay. Theory of everything. I'm just fine. I'm just fine. And I was just fine before. But I was kind of, I mean, trying to say that maybe we've just all saved each other. Maybe. We've all just saved each other. Thank you, Alexander. Thank you, thank you. I like being able to shine again. It really is beautiful vibes, isn't it, Alexander? It really is. Yeah. You want general information, theory of everything, is that correct? General information? Oh, Fabo, you didn't take any time. You were you are welcome here, and you can be here as long as you wanna be here, as long as I'm in the live. But yeah, no apologies. We're glad that you're here. Okay. Really? Okay, Jupiter Jazz, core memory, and I did eat a lot of bags of spinach. I don't eat as much spinach now. I should probably get back to it. I eat other vegetables now, but yeah, that was I was so broke, and that was there's so much protein in spinach. So I was like, this is gonna be the best thing for me to eat. I just need to eat lots of spinach. That's what I can afford. S Can't cook in your car. I love that, Jupiter Jazz. Yeah, I want us all to meet big time now. Okay, so Sim Shakar says, for all Aquarians, embrace the positivity coming in 2026 and forgive and forget all sufferings over the past 4 years. That is beautiful. And yes, that is beautiful. And yes, exactly. Okay. Let me, I feel like theory of everything was asking for, yes, general, okay, a general love message. Ooh, I bet spinach and cashews is delicious. But it is really good. I have like a lot of squash and mushrooms. Yummy. Theory of everything. A love message for theory of everything. A love message for the theory of everything. A love message for the theory of everything. Okay, well, the sun kind of sideways. My all of this right here, like my camera, it's trying to like it's broken basically. So it's like in the little circle, it's all a little bit covered. Kind of like how the moon casts a shadow. That's what this is. Okay, back to this reading. The sun sideways, King of Cups. King of Cups has been showing up a lot in this in people's readings. You know, this like loving father energy. I kind of feel like it's God. You know, I kind of feel like it's like God or Jesus, somebody really high up that's just like, "Man, I love you. I got you. I'm here." You know, I may not have been physically there, like, you may not have seen me, you may not have actually heard my voice, but I have been there this whole time. I am there. When you need me, I am there. But also, okay, Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. There's like the sun kind of sideways, Sagittarius energy. It really looks like there's some kind of really exciting, um, beautiful, loving energy that is coming to you very quickly, very, very suddenly, very unexpectedly, and very passionately. And maybe even a new job. Maybe even a new job. Maybe a new job when you weren't even really looking for it. Ooh, yummy ginger vinaigrette. Aw, thank you, Theory of Everything. Theory of Everything says you look amazing, can't be too broken. You know, I am what is that when what is that called when the Japanese glue all of the pottery back together with like the gold glue or whatever? That's kind of like how I am. I'm all put back together, but with really pretty glue. Aquarians, just a little careful while traveling until Mars is in the 8th house, aspecting Saturn until the 15th, September 2025. Then rise back like phoenix bird. Okay, thank you, Assem Shakar. You know what is so wild? Is I have kind of had this aversion to travel, and a lot of people have been trying to get me to travel. And I've just been kind of like, no, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I don't have to. It's God telling me, don't do it, Andrea. And now it's Assem Shakar saying, don't do it, Andrea. Okay. Beautifully restored. Yes. Beautifully restored is correct. Yes. And actually, like, really, really, I was thinking today because we all have these things that hurt us, and a lot of us have these romantic relationships, and a lot of us have like kind of like maybe the one that was just like so pivotal in, you know, basically annihilating Aquarius, emotionally at least. And I was thinking about that one for me. Um, and I was just in traffic today and I was like, I don't feel like I hate that person and I don't feel sad and I don't feel angry. I just kind of don't feel anything towards that person anymore. And then it hit me like maybe I'm completely healed from that. I thought that would never come. I thought surely I'm going to die. Okay. Let's all go out on September 16th. What day is that? Let me look at the calendar. I mean, I'm down. I think I might actually just be like off of work from that because I have my next surgery on the 3rd. So I took like 2 weeks off. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be off. It's a Tuesday. I love that. And you know what's funny is it's when what? What is happening? Okay, so Mars is in the 8th house, aspecting Saturn until the 15th. So we're talking about Mars, and Tuesday is Mars Day. So yeah, let's go out. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I love that. Make him earn the right to take you away on holiday. I love that. Okay. So Tuesday, I'm gonna make this event official Aquarius um field trip. Official Aquarius field trip day. Okay. It's saved in my calendar. Sounds very good. Very, very good. Okay. Just one more thing. As Sam Shakar says, just going to the park to read and get coffee. That sounds so good. What book will you read? I have a new book. I was planning on reading it when I'm like recuperating. That's like one of my favorite emojis. Just one more thing. Saturn is a tough taskmaster. It has tested you for more than 5 years now, and it is ready to fulfill your wishes as Saturn and Jupiter both aspecting your 11th house. Oh my gosh, I love that. I really do love that. Does is it a coincidence that whenever I had that thought about my ex that I thought was surely, like, my broken heart was definitely going to kill me, when I realized that I think I might be healed from that, I was behind a Saturn ion. Nice. Very good book. Very good book. Well, all good books. Carl Jung, yeah. Let me show you mine. So, this one is What Lies Beyond the Stars, and it's, very, very, very briefly about a young man who is diagnosed improperly psychologically and is, like, put on the incorrect medications and treatments for his whole entire life. Okay, the theory of everything. Okay. Saturn is the ancient ruler of Aqua, so it makes sense. Really? I didn't know that. I mean, I knew that Saturn had some serious energy going on with it because I'm kind of terrified of it, always have been. So when I see that Saturn is a tough taskmaster, yeah, I believe that. I most definitely believe that. So, Saturn delays not to deny when it gives, it stays with you for a long time. Well, that's pretty amazing. Beautiful. So it mostly is wanting you to get your shit together. It's mostly wanting everyone to get their shit together, right? That's what it sounds like. Okay. Well, I think that I really feel it though. I feel like so many exciting things. I feel like so many things are coming. Like, it's so exciting. I really do. I feel so excited about it, about everything in the future, about planning, about dreams, you know? Like things that 4 years ago I would have never. I was too depressed. I was too devastated. I was too stuck in survival mode. There's no way I could have thought that I would get to this point, and I feel it. It's exciting. It wanted you to leave many people so that you grow to be what you came here for. Evolve as a human being. Yeah, I love that because I kinda knew that. I said that earlier in the very beginning of this live. Was like, the universe wants us. Saturn is the furthest and the opposite from the sun, represented by Leo. Saturn is misunderstood, but it's actually the gatekeeper of the eternity. Wow. Great things are in our future. Beautiful things. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So the big homework assignment is think what the new seeds that we want to plant Friday night, Saturday morning are. Think it through carefully. Write it down. Get Because our words are gonna be the seeds, and what we say is going to happen. What we say that we want, that is going to happen, it's going to grow. That's it, okay? So, we just need to be that's our homework. Well, I don't know exactly how everybody else is, but I actually have to kind of, like, really sit down. I do. I'm going to. I'm gonna have to sit down and get one of my I have many journals. I may even paint it a little bit and then write, like, on the canvas with the painting. I may do it like that. But no, there's gonna be I have journals for different things, different energies, and different parts of my life, but there's most definitely, like, my manifestation journal. Gonna be getting that, gonna really be making a big plan. That's my homework. How this new cycle is going to look, what it's gonna smell like, what it's gonna taste like, what it's gonna sound like. Yes, Jupiter Jazz. Yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. For right now, though, I have to go to the bathroom, and I think I'm gonna end the live so that I can make myself some dinner too, because 'cause I'm very hungry. And I wanna thank everyone for being here. When I started it, there was, like, nobody for a minute, and I was like, "Well, maybe nobody's gonna join." And then everybody came here, and I love it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Y'all remembered me. Best regards to you too, Asim Shakar. Thank you so much for coming in and telling us so much critically crucial information. Um, thank you. Thank you for being here and giving us knowledge that I didn't have. I don't know if anybody else had it, so facts, whatever is music, poetry, rhymes, slams, do it. Okay, I love this. I mean, okay. Okay. I am, like I said, uploading more videos so that y'all will have some things to kind of watch this weekend while I'm at work, and then I will see y'all again on Monday. Monday, I'm definitely going to go live again. So, Friday night is the black moon, so homework assignment is due Friday night. Okay, I love you all. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see y'all. I will see y'all again Monday night.